All right, so here he is representing the American Kickboxing Academy, San Jose, California, a man who I believe is the most dominant force in the game at present, UFC lightweight champion KHABIB Nurmagomedov.
You know, for KHABIB Nurmagomedov, he's a guy that has dominated every person that he's faced inside the octagon. He has a great Sambo background, but it's all the takedowns that he mixes well together that allows him to gain top position, and when he's on top, his ground control is second to none. He can move from position to position seamlessly, and when he's on top, he's constantly doing damage. It's the ground and pound of KHABIB Nurmagomedov that is his biggest and best attribute.
And what's crazy to me is to hear you tell stories about him in training that we haven't even seen the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what he can do in the octagon.
J.A., I don't believe that we have seen the finished version. I think when he's in the octagon, he's fighting at about 75% of what I see on a daily basis at the gym.
Well, history is going to look back fondly on KHABIB Nurmagomedov, but every time he competes, he puts his status as one of the greatest fighters of all time on the line, and that status, of course, on the line yet again here tonight. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Nurmagomedov is 31, Jones is 33. He weighed in at 205 pounds. He will have a 14-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliotta. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 28 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, presenting the challenger, KHABIB the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a look-see do fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC heavyweight champion of the world, JON Jones.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready? Let's go.
Our round 1 is underway between one of the more well-rounded fighters in this division against maybe the best grappler in this division. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out now.
Yeah, you would think that he would just simply...
Nice land there with the punch. You see he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Oh!
Oh! He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh! He's out!
He's done. He's done. What a fight!
Yeah, we're were just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliana has called a stop to this contest at 46 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout